Welcome back, everyone. I'm Pebble, and today we're going to be playing some Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead. Now, you can still see that because I'm using the latest experimental build in full screen, there's still some issues with the terminal whenever you Alt-Tab out, so I have to Alt-Tab out just to start up OBS, but that's beside the point. We're going to be playing this game again, starting a new character, a new world, and everything, but as always, this first episode is going to focus mostly on the world genning and the character creation. So if you want to watch just the gameplay, then go ahead and skip to the next episode. Otherwise, we're going to jump right into it. Now, I've got options here. I think we're going to go through this real quick. Make sure that everything is the way we want it. And this game is free, so I highly recommend it. If you want the sound pack, I can send you a link to that. It's pretty awesome, and I'll tell you how to install it and everything. I think it's really fun to play with. It kind of adds a little bit more interesting stuff going on in the game when you can kind of hear stuff going on. Let's go to the graphics. This is something I've changed. I changed the terminal width to 225 and the terminal height to 65, and the full screen to full screen. And we're using chest hole tile set. There's a whole bunch of them here, but I like the chest hole one because it's I don't know, it's fun. It's a good one. I guess we'll just use regular chest hole, or maybe 32. We'll just use the regular chest hole. I have no idea what the difference between those is. I haven't played around with that. Distance, initial visibility, training speed. We're just going to leave all this stuff on default. Now, world defaults, we're actually going to change this so I don't have to keep doing it. City size, we're going to bump up to 6. City spacing, 4. That's fine. Actually, maybe let's just change this to... Yeah, no, I like 6. Let's keep it at 6. Spawn rate, we're going to bump down to 9, I think, or maybe we'll do 8. Yeah, we'll do 8 there. Items spawn, we'll do 7, so it's not just like items everywhere. NPC spawn rate, we're going to bump down to 5 because last series we played with 6 and it was still pretty high, so I kind of want to bump that down a little bit. At least, hold on. Actually, you know what? Let's not save changes. I want to look at... No. That's not what I want. Okay, yeah, we don't want it at 5. We want it at 0.5. Jeez, that would be just NPCs everywhere. This we want at 0.7, and this we want 0.7. And this we want at 0.9. There we go. That looks better. So I go down by 2. And monster evolution scale, we're going to bump this up to 6 or 5.5. Let's do that, yeah. Spring, initial time 8, season length 14. That's fine. Let's just leave it as the default for that for now. Eternal season, no thank you. These are all different zombie options. I don't want any of that, but we do want NPCs, static and random, and experimental Z levels. Yes, okay, perfect, okay. And mutations from radiation, that works too. Okay, so that's the world default that we're going to use, and everything else looks fine. So we're going to save changes, and we're going to go on to new game, custom character, and we're going to do, again, we're going to go through the mods. We're going to do craftable gun pack, Iced Coon's weapons pack, survival tools, We'll do more locations, which adds new Z-level buildings and dungeons, still unpolished. Before generating a world, you can remove subfolders to next and wanted locations, and tall buildings. We'll do boats, tanks and other vehicles, vehicle edition pack. And I think that's it. That's all we're gonna do. No. Zombie revivification. No, that's fine. We have to. I think it's a good thing to do. Stats through skills. Tough zombies. Zombie night vision. No, thank you. That would be brutal. Okay, we saved those as. Okay. Whoa, do I have to go through this again? Oh, we never set this. Okay. In the default. Okay, whoops. City size 6, 4. And everything else should be set. Okay, perfect. And confirmation, we're going to pick a random name like... not like in any of these. Pueblo West. El Segundo. Let's go with that. I kind of like that. Alright, sounds good. Let's finish the map gen, the world gen. And let's go to the character creation. I'm going to take a sip of my coffee real quick, so don't be alarmed by some sipping. There we go. Good stuff. Okay, it's gonna load our world data, and there we go. Cool. Let's see. We could do a challenge here. Sickly and frail, you have spent most of your life in a patient's ward of the hospital. When yours was evacuated, you were left behind because you were a lost cause. You awakened to the sound of movement around the hospital. Medieval peasant. Ha! Some nigromancy hath brought you hither. Ye hath only the hoose under ye legs, and the knife at your side, and your prayers to Mary, Mother of God. Ha! I like that. We're not going to play that, though. Infected? In the chaos and panic of evacuation, you got bitten by something. You didn't get proper medical care, and now the wound has started turning green. Yeah, actually, let's maybe do that. That could be interesting. We always played as with the burning building one, which is fine. Mist. Bottom of a mine. Experiment. Your sole purpose in life has been the advancement of a genetic science, willingly or not. Once the cataclysm struck, you left the lab and wandered aimlessly, ending up in a forest. I kind of like this infected one. It adds a little bit of extra urgency to the beginning. So let's do that. And it gives us 4 points. I think we're going to go with Failed Cyborg again. I really like that one. And means that we have to fix our bionics real quick. Let's go with the negatives first. So I always go with these ones down here. Ugly, truth teller, trigger happy, strong scent. And maybe thin-skinned? Yeah, we might go with that. Sleepy. I typically go with insomniac and heavy sleeper. Glass jaw. That's always a good one too. I think we're gonna go with glass jaw because we have to protect our head anyways. So, oh, whoops. Okay, we'll go with animal empathy. So that kind of counteracts the strong smell. We'll go with a fleet-footed. Actually, yeah, run more quickly than most. That's pretty nice. Good hearing. That could be good. Actually, we'll hold on to that. We want to do night vision so we can see at night a little bit better. What else should we go with? I think good hearing is a good one. For that too, okay, so we have 4 more slots here. You know what, maybe we don't even take some of these, like, thin-skinned. Well, I don't know, let's play around with this first before we go into that. What was some of the other ones that I was thinking about? Pack mule. I think pack mule is maybe something we'll do. What is that, 3? And then we have 1 more. Deft. Better at recovering from a miss, and you'll be able to attempt another strike faster. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's another one. This one, high adrenaline. If you are in a very dangerous situation, you may experience a temporary rush, which increases your speed and strength significantly. Inconspicuous. Oh, yeah, actually, that's a good one. So we'll do that. Which means we have 12 extra points to play around with. Maybe we go and get rid of some of these. Glassjaw, that one's fine. Maybe get rid of Insomniac. And Thin-Skinned. Yeah, so we'll do that. We have 9 points here. And put it into ranged penalty, dexterity. Actually, I like strength. Yeah, let's keep it with strength then. Those smarts would be pretty good too. And of course, we don't ever need these skills. We'll learn all of that on our own. And let's go ahead and save this person as a failed cyborg. Infected failed cyborg. Infected failed cyborg. Okay, and we're going to name it after one of our subscribers, which I have a name here I've picked out, and we're going to go with Pierre Lovblad. Welcome to the apocalypse, Pierre Lovblad. Let's do this. You finished? Yes. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and we're going to pick up here in the next episode. So, stay tuned. Have a nice day. Bye.